Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long Boys 1975. A YouTuber's on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long Boys 1975.
Hey YouTube, Longboys Post 1975 and welcome to another Fat Friday video. A series of videos where I take a look at some of the more interesting things you can find to eat in the high street. I apologise, once again the boiler clock is on. It's not even particularly cold, but we'll save how cold it is and my usual rant about the climate brigade until we do the weather. My mouth has gone already, Pavlov's dogs. What do I have to eat this week? Well, as usual, you know exactly what I have to eat this week, as it is in the title and it is in the thumbnail. But I'd be lying if I wasn't looking forward to this one slightly more than most of the stuff I've done in recent weeks. So I have been to my own adult playground, Iceland, once again, and not the local one, not the one opposite Morrison's where I always go to get my sauces for Eddie's Bar, but no, the one by the City Ground, which is a Bristol Rovers fan, is a very unpleasant experience, and I generally find that I start to smoke an itch. But they do have a banging, I'm dying here, they do have an absolutely banging Iceland called the Food Warehouse, and it is absolutely huge. And it was my boss at work who gives me a bunch of ideas for this series of videos that told me that they had this. So I went there and I finally got my hands on Knickknacks, nice and spicy flavour, shredded chicken. I thought it was chicken breast, it's shredded chicken, but if you've ever seen a Knickknack crisp, for these are based on the crisps, when it says nice and spicy, it doesn't mean spicy as in hot, it just means like strong taste, strong flavour, and they are absolutely banging in their crisp form. But yeah, so if you've ever seen a crisp, that you realise that by doing shredded chicken, which I'm pretty sure is the reason they've done this, they pretty much resemble their crisp parents. I also, and I did not know this was a thing, picked these up from ASDA. It's in their Just Essentials range, hence the fact that it's garish yellow, you know, appearance. It looks like someone's left the normal product in a window in direct sunlight for a couple of weeks. This basically replaced their Smart Price range, and I'm not saying that all shoppers are sheep. Oh wait, that's exactly what I'm saying, but no one bought their Smart Price range because they all thought it was a bit cheap and nasty. So they changed the branding to Just Essentials, and everyone's fucking going mental for it, and all the newspapers are like praising them, you know, for, look at Asda helping out the poor person with their Just Essentials range. It's Smart Price, people. Anyway, I wasn't a snob, I quite like some Smart Price things, but getting off tangent as well as still dying here. I was at lunch last week and I was perusing my phone, and in this, because everyone's got an air fryer, granted I can't believe I spent most of my adult life without one, they're like, I don't know what, they're hits. The popular things that people do keep popping up when I go straight into Google Chrome and go straight to the main page of Google. And apparently this is another one that everyone's going amazing, you know, going mental over, which is this, what was it, 79p frozen treat is going down a storm with air fryer cookers across the country. First of all, don't know where they got their information. It was 90p, which I thought was a bit expensive. But potato pops, from what I can tell, is basically because of the naming convention, potato pops, tater tots. This is their version of tater tots, which is fluffy potato on the inside and a hard crispy coating on the outside. I don't know why they've gone out of their way to make you realise that they are doing, you know, tater tots by saying potato pops, because you can't buy tater tots in this country. I haven't had a tater tot in at least 20 years from when I lived in Canada, and they were absolutely fantastic. I don't know why we can't buy them over here, and I don't know why someone else hasn't tried to emulate them before over here. So I'm hoping that these are going to be absolutely banging. So these were 90p, right? And these, I want to say probably £2 or thereabouts. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. I don't know. By all means, correct me, because I did not keep my receipt. I was just so excited to find them. So anyway, before we get into what's in these and how to cook them for, well, it was preheated, but this oven fucking changes its mind on a bloody whim, doesn't it? let's have a quick look at Eddie's Bar. As I know, look at the space, mind. The real estate is rapidly like running out, but I came across something that I had to try. Welcome to Eddie's Bar. Before we get into Eddie's Bar, this has got absolutely nothing to do with Eddie's Bar, but I stock up on crisps for, because obviously tomorrow is the start of my working week, and I don't know if these are exclusives, but I've not seen them in any supermarkets. But these are Pringles, right? They were £1.85. That's actually quite cheap for Pringles. When did they become so bloody expensive? But passport flavors, Mexican style chili taco flavor, never heard of that, but hopefully that's going to be absolutely banging. This one's a bit sort of tree hugger hippie-ish, Middle East style roasted pepper and hummus. Yeah, but fuck it, never tried it before, so I thought I'd have to give it a go. Bought some more of these. I had these last week. They were pretty, for tortillas, they were pretty hot. I gave one to my buddy, and he had an absolute coughing fit. And I found these, which are pepperoni pizza ridge cut crisp. Marks and Spencer's, £2, £2. £1.85 B and M. But what did I get for Eddie's Bar this week? Well, obviously I've already had this before, but I go for a bottle of this a week. I know I really should start working my way through some more of these, but I can't help it because we all have our favourites. And this is it. I'm absolutely dying. I'm not saying it's the hottest hot sauce in the world, but it's got the perfect balance between heat and taste. I thoroughly recommend this. However, what I got for Eddie's Bar this morning from Morrison's, and this was expensive. I think this was about £2 and change, but it's Louisiana Cajun seasoning. It's only a 1 chili rating. I'll be the judge of that. But ever since I got that there, I'm loving just seasoning meat with all kinds of shit, such as this stuff, which you've all seen before, yeah, seasoning it with this, and then just, like steaks, chicken wings, drumsticks, thighs, everything. It's just absolutely fantastic. Anyway, while we're here, let's have a look at the weather. I'm a little bit disappointed with February so far. It's about 10 degrees outside, so I have no idea why the boiler is on, but and yeah, so apparently now it's unseasonably warm. So if it's unseasonably warm, it must be climate change. If it's unseasonably cold, it must be climate change. If it's just fucking normal, it must be climate change. Seriously, getting fed up with this shit. We've just been told that they want to ban wood burners, right? So in this country right now, because of the cost of living crisis and the energy crisis, which isn't entirely caused by Ukraine and shit like that, some people are having to decide between whether they can eat or whether they can heat their houses. So they've bought wood burners to keep the cost of heating down. Now the government wants to ban them because they're fucking, bad for the environment. What do these people want us to do? Live in fucking caves? It's getting on my tits. Plus, the reason we have an energy crisis is because of your fucking not building for the future and complete reliance on green energy that is not fucking up to task. Honestly, people, wake the fuck up. Sorry about that, but I'm sick and tired of being told that I have to do all this shit because it's for the planet, when it's not. It's just a bunch of lies and narrative being fed to us for taxing the shit out of us. Anyway, on a slightly more cheerier note, look what I found in my travels in the high street the other day. Who knew that there were Crash Bandicoot figures? I certainly did not. I do have Cortez, but I think I left him on my car. I can't find him is what I'm trying to say. And no, I will not be opening him. Also, came across this. 2017, the last official Wii game ever released. Yeah, it's well, I say that it's not like a main release or stuff like that. It was on PlayStation 3, it was on Wii U, PC, and obviously the Wii. This is still sealed, collector sealed by the people who made it. V blank. I will be opening this. I paid about excuse me. I paid about 35 quid. A bargain gives me a gag throat, but I've seen it go from anywhere up to 50 to 60 bangs, but because it was a limited run game. But I will be opening this and you can expect a gameplay of this anyway. Back to the food. Right, let's have a look at these bad boys. First of all, ways to cook. For best results, cook from frozen. The following instructions are blah 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 blah. Oven from frozen, fan 108 degrees Celsius, but we cannot for the Fahrenheit. Gas mark 6, 16 to 18 minutes. I'm still dying of salivation. Sure. Air fryer from frozen, 1400 watts, 4 litre. I think that's a 3 litre. 8 to 10 minutes. Do you give me a heat? Aha! They've actually given me working air fryer instructions based on half a bag. Set temperature to 108 degrees Celsius, but we cannot for the Fahrenheit. Remove required amount from packaging. Place into air fryer basket. Cook for 8 to 10 minutes. So we're going to go for 10 minutes because I got to try and align these two bad boys. So I'll be doing these in the air fryer. I'll be doing those in the oven. Obviously, I am aware that because of how I found out about them, everyone's saying we have to do it in the air fryer. But this is my genuine lunch, and we are of course doing a combiner war because I and Robert says hello, fucking starving right now. Anyway, so ingredients: chicken breast, Irish cocoa, 57% wheat flour, fully refined soybean oil, corn flour, wheat starch, tapioca starch, wheat gluten, vinegar powder. I can't read anywhere where it says spice flavour, but hey, if you want to read it, knock yourself out. And also, traffic lights aren't too bad. So that's going to be going in there. May as well take the top off now and see what it smells like. I still need you. Could not find the sticky rib ones. So whether it's a staggered release or not, I don't know. They only had these. Mine's gone squiffy there and there. Smells exactly the same. Obviously I can smell chicken underneath it, but the smell of the seasoning is nice and spicy. Knickknacks, banging. Oh, I'm dying. Right, so how do we do these bad boys? Where are the traffic lights? Traffic lights on these aren't too bad as well. This is practically a healthy Fat Friday lunch for me. Right. I can fucking read it. Cooking instructions: 220 degrees Celsius. We cannot for the Fahrenheit. 220 fan. 200 degrees Celsius. We cannot for the Fahrenheit. 13 to 14 minutes. Right. So these on there. 4 minutes, and then bang in that. Flip after another 5 minutes, or shake, I should say, and shake these. These aren't going to come up well because obviously they're balls. Awkward. So turning them over and shit like that. Some of them are huge. Yeah, I suspect they'll probably be brown on one side and on the other. Yeah, they're going to be difficult to get them. Basically, they should be cooked in there because that's how they were recommended. Anyway, I'm not expecting these to smell of anything because they're basically just chips with a crispy outside on, aren't they? They don't smell of anything. And yeah, they're chips with a crispy outside on. Anyway, let's bang these bad boys on this tray and those in that over there. Right. I would say that's probably about half the bag. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I mean, what do you expect? They're balls. So, get this bad boy. Oh, I haven't preheated. Fuck it. We're going in cold. Warm thoughts, love. This is mighty cold. Anyway, so I'm going to go for half a bag. They're almost strong smelling as the if I got my base down, wouldn't it? Almost strong smelling as the pickled onion Space Raider wings last week. I'm going to put them in, but I'm going to do it in such a manner that they're all layered across the bottom. So there's none on top of each other, which is how they recommend it, basically. And so I'm told. Oh, they smell pokey as you like. Right, that should do it. It's not a massive amount, but like I said, I want it to be layered across the bottom. Obviously, that's not going in just yet. Where's my phone? I'll put this over here, but I won't bang it in. Exactly what she said. Right. Stopwatch. Stopwatch. And, oh, I better reset, haven't I? No, that's alarm. Reset. Right. Bosh. So the light's gone off. We're definitely preheated. 200. Bang these bad boys in. So when we get to 4 minutes, I might just call it 5. When we get to 5 minutes, what time is it? It's 20 past 12. So 25 past 12, doesn't matter, it's irrelevant. I'm doing it on this. We are going to bang those in there, and then at 1/2 past, we're gonna flip. Well, we're gonna flip both. Or are we? I don't know. I'll work it out as we go along. It's doing my fucking head in. All I need to know is in 5 minutes time, we have to bang that in there. Alrighty, so coming up to 4 minutes. So we bang this bad boy in. Sure. And then, I guess, moving that aside, we give this a shake. Oh, we got away with it. Look at that. This is why I don't like cooking balls, for want of a better descriptive term, because just getting them brown all over is a massive pain in the ass. So then that means we are at 20 past, so you go in for 15 minutes, another 15 minutes. What was it? It was 14 to 8, I can't remember. Going to give you 15 minutes, and I'm going to flip you after. Well, when we get to 10, and then I'll flip you or something. I'm making this up as we go along, because as I always say, don't take their instructions as verbatim, because usually every time I do, I end up going a little bit too on the dark side, if you know what I mean. So, right, see you at 25-2. So that's round about another 5 minutes. It's alright, I went out to the freezer and read the back of both bags of instructions again to sort my fucking mind out, because I was losing it. So, we'll give you another shake. These are the ones I'm a little bit worried about coming up crispy, because obviously wanted to do them in the air fryer. Now, the smell in here is unreal. It smells exactly, obviously cooking it has, you know, made it even stronger. It just smells exactly like I've opened a bag of nice and spicy knickknacks. Anyway, so shake halfway through. What's that smell like? Holy shit, that smells utterly fantastic. Right, let's bang you back in. We're going to go to 17 minutes. I'm going to go for 17 minutes because I want those. They're the ones I'm worried about. I want those to come up proper crispy like. Right, so we're coming up to 17 minutes. Can't smell anything from those. Absolutely nothing from those. You would expect that. So they've been in there for what, 15, 16-ish minutes. A little bit concerned about them. That's how long it said to do it, and I've added a minute or so. They smell phenomenal. I know I chuck that phrase around a lot. Dying here, it's pretty much just about to go 17 minutes. They smell absolutely phenomenal. But what's also ever so slightly a little bit weird, it must be an ingredient thing. I got bored reading the ingredients. I am aware of that. There's ever such a slightly chip shop curry-esque smell in here. Or maybe that's me. And I'm about to have a stroke. I don't know. Let's get those out the cooker first. No, we'll stop you. 17 minutes, so that's got to be enough, right? Surely. 17.5 minutes. Cheeky, generous, aren't they? Right, let's get these bad boys out. Did he get a... No! Oof! Can't see fuck all. Right. Actually, they start to look like they're coming up a bit better. Nice. Yeah, they've all crispened up. Because obviously that's what you want, they're tater tots. Like I said, I can only get a few of them brown because, well, they're balls. And they're at the whim of gravity, aren't they? Better turn that off. Yoink. Oh, sorry about the shoes. And let's get... move this down over here. This bad boy out. Ooh, look at that. Once I've opened it as well, safe to say that they've come up done. The smell is phenomenal. So yeah, nice. Right, let's plate these bad boys up. I feel like a school dinner lady when I do this. Are we allowed to say that? Can I say dinner lady these days? Are we just going to offend some fucking woke idiot? I don't know. I can't keep up with this shit anymore. It's truly got out of hand. These are definitely come up crispy as you like. half a bag, as I said. So 90p. So this is obviously 45p serving. Bit of a tricky one to put all on the plate because, as I said, gravity and shit. But obviously, where am I going to put the knickknacks? Oh, fuck it, we'll just wing it. Turnip prize material, right sharp. These are definitely crispened up. See, I'm particularly with these, why am I pointing here, these, and I know it's an air fryer, but when it says like 8 to 10 minutes, and it's chicken, obviously because it's shredded chicken, it's small pieces, my brain's always a little bit, yeah, really, is that gonna work? Not sure about that. Anyway, you can go sharp. Oh, fuck it, man overboard, leave no man behind, Marines and shit. And that goes for you as well in there. And then let's bang this bad boy back in sharp. Sorry, itchy back. I have just washed that up, my OCD would not let me, but look at this. I'm a little bit worried about this, keeping them all on the plates. Now, it definitely smells nice and spicy, but it's weird, I can definitely, it smells phenomenal in here is what it smells of. I can definitely smell dying. Kind of like chip shop curry, maybe even katsu curry. Anyway, what am I doing? Fire extinguisher of choice. Where was it? Going on the diet sweat. So obviously I'm still on the diet drinks because, well, I prefer the way they taste and I don't want to get fat, nor does Robert. So yeah, posh lemonade, Schweppes. Right, so gonna eat this with the God's forks as is intended. Take a potato pop first and 2 tears of the bucket. Fuck it. Tater tots. May have not had one in 20 years, but the minute I bit into that, tater tots. Outside, crispy, really light and crispy, and utterly fantastic. And inside, is that going to show up? Look at that. Why is it taking someone so long to make knockoff tater tots? They are phenomenal. I know I say that a lot, but they are phenomenal. Now, I can't wait to see what happens when I do them in an air fryer, but having done them in the oven, yeah, honestly, the outside, what I would say is, and this is nothing against them, this is just me, and every time I cook chips, season them. Seasoning is your friend. There is nothing wrong with seasoning chips and potato snacks. That's not to say that they need it, because they are fine and dandy. They're absolutely fantastic. The outside is amazing, but I would suggest seasoning. Palate cleanse. Sorry, just really thirsty. It's the price of having a tapeworm. Windy pops. Do you know what they would go amazing with? Fried eggs and baked beans. Seriously, that is a side portion. Fried eggs, baked beans, winner, chicken dinner. Well, potato pops dinner. Anyway, let's have a go at the Iceland nice and spicy shredded chicken. See, that's why they've gone the route of shredded chicken, isn't it? Look, crispy. Because it looks like the crisps that it is, you know, based upon. Smells like them. Again, maybe it's just me. Maybe like I'm on the verge of having a heart attack or a stroke. There is a pinch. Just checking there was nothing else in the oven when I was cooking. But anyway, 2 tears in a bucket. Fuck it. Interesting. Excuse me, I'm a pig. They're amazing. They're fantastic. You bite into them and you think, do they taste as strong as they smell? Do they actually taste of nice and spicy seasoning? The outside is really, really crisp. It's not too difficult to do that. air fryer, and it's shredded chicken. The inside's really nice, like chicken. It's not fatty or anything like that. Iceland's pretty good with chicken, but yeah, you bite into it and you think, does it really taste of it? Then a couple of seconds into chewing it, yes it does. Yes it does. I wouldn't say it's quite as strong as it is on the crisps, but we are looking at batter here, aren't we? But you can certainly taste it. And again, when it says nice and spicy, it was never intended to be heat, not just on these, on the crisps in themselves. But yeah, you chew it for a couple of seconds, and then here and here, it kicks in. I wouldn't say it's as strong as the crisp, but it's definitely there, and it definitely tastes like the crisp, and it's definitely fantastic. It does make me wonder what the sticky rib ones would be like, but it's fantastic. So, ASDA's Just Essentials potato pops, tater tots, amazing. Iceland's nice and spicy knickknacks, shredded chicken. That one's really strong. Excuse me, pig. Yeah, that's banging. That's the best combiner war I've done in a while. That's better than last week's. To be fair, pancake, you know, sweet American pancake covered wings. I'm not a fan of sweet food. It's never, you know, that was never going to compete with this. But these are nicer than the pickled onion rings. No, Space Raider pickled onion flavored onion rings. Winnie pops. Definitely. Where would I be without Iceland? I don't want to imagine living in a world without Iceland. I honestly recommend both of these bad boys. How the potato pops come up in an air fryer, I don't know, but these are amazing just in the regular or plain oven. So in an air fryer, they must be absolutely banging and fantastic. But definite winner for both of these. Get your ass to ASDA and get your ass to Iceland. And yeah, hopefully I'll be able to try the, I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be 2 flavours. Correct me by all means on that one if I'm wrong. But yeah, this is absolutely banging. Can you even see that? Probably not. This is absolutely banging. I'm going to gobble this down like a right fat bastard now. Anyways, always, I'd love to know what you think, especially if you've tried either one of these and have any recommendations. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later.